Yes, top of the morning, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. Upon entering, hit the like button, man. Let's try something different. Like I said, are you a fan of something or are you a jealous fan? Which are you, man? Of the people that's doing it. Just smash that like button when y'all come on up in here, man. Likes is free. Hit that like button, man. That's free of charge. Doesn't cost you $1. It's free of charge. Definitely hit that like button when you enter the building. Right? Now people been asking me why I don't sit around and do live streams. I do when I want to. I'm not going to do boxing live streams because like I said, the boxing community to me consists of a lot of content creators that are just jealous fans. They put out boxing content, right? But at the end of the day, they're jealous fans. Because you can't be a fan of something, right? And then be mad or jealous of people that actually do the things that you're supposed to be a fan of, man. That's jealous fan zone shit. Sky, why is that? Joe Dini, I'm on the podcast, brother. I'm on the podcast, brother. And I'm getting to the motion. This is called Source Radio right here. But you can't be like, that's why I love social media. Because social media exposes that shit. You can't hide the shit on social media. Because too much stuff on social media, if you're a fan of something, it's too easy to support it as a fan, right? And this is what I'm not gonna go into that yet, because like I said, I got a major announcement coming. A lot of the things that I do, I'm gonna be getting really paid for now. So I'm not gonna be giving out too much source experience on YouTube like that no more. You know, that's another reason why I kind of, I don't really do my the sit around live streams like that. If you see me doing a live stream, it's exposing the jealous fan zone boxing community. Like you see me do a live stream in the gym, right? And the reason why I do live streams in the gym is because I'm actually working, developing fighters, working with fighters and stuff. But it also exposes the fact that the YouTube boxing community is a jealous fan zone community. Because you can't do hour sit-arounds or live streams and giving your opinion on boxing topics, and then somebody who's actually doing the things that you talk about, right? Doing the things that you talk about, right? From the highest level to the amateur level, you don't like. So what does that say about you as a fan? Right? What does that say about you as a fan? Appreciate that. Smash the like button. You're probably the one like. But hit the like button coming up in here. But it just says a lot about what people really are about. That's why, it's a waste of time. But actually, my time's gonna start being paid for. So it'll all make sense in a second. But that's why I don't really sit around doing. I let the people that that's what they do. That's what they do. You want to create a thumbnail and do all the graphics and all that, go right ahead. But don't be a jealous fan. Because I noticed a lot of guys that do that, y'all turn into jealous fans because y'all putting too much effort into an illusion. I'm not putting effort into an illusion. That's why I show you I'm in the gym. And that's why I keep telling you no gimmicks. You niggas is into too many gimmicks. If you are an actual a boxing fan, get active in boxing. Sitting on the internet, doing live streams, that's cool, but don't be mad at the players that's actually doing the things that they actually talk about doing and then showing it. But hey, what do I know, man? What do I know? I know it's about to start. It looks like it's about to start pouring, raining. It looks like it's about to start pouring down, raining. And I don't have a jacket today, y'all. Oh, I got one in here, but I mean like a rain garments. What is your name, Moneybag Man? Nah, Malik, we getting to the motion, Malik. You know what's up. We getting to the motion. I got the non-profit about to pop up. No Jealous Fan Zone Inc. Really about to have these niggas sick. No Jealous Fan Zone Inc. is the non-profit. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be asking none of you wild, weirdo, jealous internet boxing fans for nothing. I'ma just front on you niggas like I've been doing and continue to do. And you know my saying, you do have options. But yeah, we got that. We got that about to pop off in a second. Because the internet consists of too much content creators that are supposed to be fans of boxing. You guys sit around for hours and have meaningless conversations and debates, and y'all supposed to be fans, man. That's why I do my lives in the gym, and I show Amani. And previous, I used to show Jihad and Marley and the fighter development and the stages and all of that, right? Because if you're a fan of boxing, that's boxing. What I documented. That's real boxing, right? That's real boxing. Like showing you the steps, the grind, the process. That's boxing, man. Like making up a thumbnail and motherfucking coming online and sitting around and gossiping, giving your opinion. Is that boxing, or is that you being a fan, coming online, discussing fan topics? Yeah, get that money, Malik. Make the t-shirts. Get that money. But I got the non-profit about to jump off, cause it's time now. Like it's just time. Like I know too many affluent people that fuck with me. Right, so it's time, and they really see what I do. Like respectfully. I'm in the gyms. I'm developing talent. I'm getting kids signed. I'm doing things, right? It's just like I said, the YouTube boxing community consists of a bunch of respectfully bum ass niggas and bitches that don't do nothing, so they don't respect nothing. They sit around all day. Like I said, the YouTube community is filthy. Basuda. Motherfuckers that sit around for 3, 5, 6 hours debating about topics. You know how many gym sessions you can attend in that amount of time if you really cover boxing? Half of these guys that sit online, right, doing that shit, they can't even tell you some of the young talent in their neighborhood, where they're from. Like who's popping? Who's the next one? Who's making waves? Who's making waves? They can't do it. You know why they can't do it? Because they're too busy caught up being a jealous fan of something that they're supposed to be supporting. It's something they're supposed to be supporting. But like I said, they don't really support it, man. These dudes can't tell you like. Like I'ma just name a state real quick, right? Matter of fact, fuck it. I'ma use my guy real quick. like Bozy, right? Philly. You know how many gyms there are in Philly? How many boxing gyms there are in Philly? Right? How many young fighters there are in Philly, man? Now, if you're from Philly, right? Look, I got major connections in Philly, but I'm a New Yorker. But you see, I put in work in New York gyms. You got guys that are supposed to be fans in their own regions, right? Like, I'ma just use Upton because they making headlines right now. Because everybody was mad about Coach Calvin Ford, who has a non-profit gym, right? Upton Boxing Gym, and he took a donation from Turkey and them, right? So dudes is upset about Coach Calvin Ford, who has a gym in the heart of the ghetto in Baltimore that I don't see a lot of people covering. That's from that region, right? But if you come online and you talk boxing, and you anywhere in the Maryland area, Baltimore area, you should be covering that gym. Because there's other fighters going to be coming out of that gym. But you know, a lot of these jealous fans, they don't do that. They don't do that. Just like I be putting my peoples on, they cover Gary Russell in them down there in Enigma Boxing Gym, Capitol Heights. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're really a fan, you shout out to Miss Johnson, how she covers muscle down there in Greensboro. You gotta, you know, get in where you fit in at, right? But like I said, a lot of fans, they don't know that. Because they're jealous fans. They're too busy trying to, I don't know what they're too busy trying to do, because they're really not doing a whole bunch of nothing. But you're supposed to get it popping where you at, man. If you're not getting it popping where you at, what are you really doing? Malik said they want to debate each other. Nah, Malik, what they really want to do is, I'm telling you, right? That's why I front on these niggas, right? I front on these niggas, right? These niggas want to be celebrities. These niggas, that's why they think by, if they don't, and I was breaking this shit down to Joe. And I told Joe about one of these dudes. That's why I was like, yo, Joe, I don't fuck with none of these niggas. And I said, yo, these niggas is scared of me. Because they know they be talking about me. But when I come around, they won't say shit. Because I do everything that I talk about. These niggas want to be fucking influencers, celebrities, and all this fake shit. But how can you be these things and you don't do nothing? All these, I'm telling you, social media fucked the game up. And when niggas be buying views and be fake influence, it fucked the game up to the point where niggas is just comfortable trying to have social media clout, man. And then they be like, look, they be like, yo, don't watch him, don't like his content, don't do none of that. That's where you guys are living in the Matrix, because just because you don't watch somebody's content doesn't stop what they do in real life. See, a lot of people don't do nothing in real life, man. If you're just sitting on the Matrix, the internet, you're not getting nothing done in real life. That's why you get left behind in real life. All the guys that thought by not watching my content was stopping it, right? Right? They thought that back with the Earl Spence days, right? Yo, the Earl Spence days, right? Earl Spence is out the game right now, man. And I told y'all niggas that shit. I was like, yo, when he's long gone, right? I said, I'ma still be here, bigger and better. I made that statement. A lot of y'all niggas didn't even understand what that statement meant. Because y'all was basing shit off of the computer and the internet. Look, I told you, I'm on the next wave now. And then the wave after that, I developed talent, man. I discovered talent, man. I'm a master teacher. Right? I'm a master teacher. And shout out to Bozy, another master teacher. Yeah. My bad. I had got a phone call. I told y'all when I get phone calls now, I mute the mic, man. I mute the mic on y'all. But yeah, man, these content creators, man, they got you know what it is. A lot of the YouTube boxing community, they wanted to be like these guys that they thought was popping as far as like, on the YouTube front scene, right? But shout out to Showbiz. They supposed to hit gears like my man Showbiz, man. Showbiz done hit gears, man. Right? While some of these other guys have been doing crazy views and getting all the donations and all that, they should have hit them gears like Showbiz, man. But the big time companies, right, ain't coming to them. Why the big time companies ain't coming to these guys? Thank you. Why the big time companies ain't coming to these guys, man? Why they not coming to these guys, man? If they supposed to be the ones, man. You know who is coming to them though, right? If you still in here, Malik, Bill Haney. Yeah, 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 Bill Haney. Yo, Bill be fucking with a lot of them, right? Pay attention to that. Bill be dealing with a lot of them, right? But why aren't these companies? These companies was dealing with them once upon a time. The PBC was. The PBC was rocking with a lot of them. And thank you. Yeah, the PBC was rocking with them heavy, right? And then rocking with them heavy. It kind of diminished the PBC's brand. But those guys wasn't doing the views that they said they was, man. They was buying a lot of streams and all that, man. The PBC started losing all the networks, man. Cause once upon a time, right? Yeah, they was flying all these guys out. You know that, right? Yeah, see, I'm taking it back to my Jackson Fitness days now. Yeah, they used to fly a lot of these guys out, right? When I used to cover the fights at the Barclays Center, yeah, they used to have all these guys in there, the Egos, all these guys. They used to be up in there on the Premier Boxing Dome, right? Cause that was the wave, right? They were saying how the new wave. Yo, the new wave, right? This is what I'm telling you. This was they were saying. Now, this is a little insider marketing and media shit I'm talking about now, right? They were saying how that was gonna be the new wave, like YouTube, right? So they was giving like the credentials and like, cause basically what these companies and these platforms do is they use social media influencers to help market, promote events, possibly even sell tickets, right? I'll get to the sell tickets part too. So they was on the wave of the YouTube boxing. They had it. They was acting like certain YouTube boxing channels. Cause I remember they always told me I couldn't get credentials because I didn't have enough YouTube subscribers, and I would laugh, right? I'd be like, oh, that's what y'all base it off of. Meanwhile, I was selling out sections at the Barclays Center, bringing mad people in there, right? But that's neither here nor there. We're gonna get to that though today, right? So upon them doing all of these things, right, bringing in all these fake influencers because they got 10,000 subs and all these people watch them, listen to them, right? Eventually, that shit started, it wasn't working, right? You know why it wasn't working? Because these guys that they kept bringing in to promote the fights and market the fights, YouTube boxing guys with jealous fans on it, right? They didn't really have the audiences. They really didn't have the influence, right? Fast forward, what do the PBC and these other companies do now, right? They are no longer using those YouTubers no more. Who are they using now? They're using industry guys. Gillian Waller, Bad Fuel, Cigar Talk, The Pivot, right? They don't use the YouTube people no more. You know why? Because the YouTube boxing community, aka Jealous Fan Zone, was never really popping, right? But you know who was popping? And is still popping? Still talking shit? The Saws. AKA at one point Jackal Fitness. You know why? Because I was always really doing it in real time. I wasn't trying to sell my soul and be an internet dude, right? And along my journey, I was seeing how fake the fans, the internet fans especially, was. And I'm like, damn, oh, you like boxing? This is how I really was exposing niggas, right? And I was telling niggas, I was like, yo, you know you like my shit, right? You know that's my shit. I created that. But this is how I'm showing you you're a jealous fan. When I put it out, you won't like it, right? But when I give it to them to put it out, not only do you like it, you're a dick eater. You're eating it up like a dick. You're a dick eater. So what does that say about you? You not only are a jealous fan, you just want to do things that you want to be a part of. But since I'm a part of it and I do it, you don't like it because it's me. Jealous Fan Zone. That's the internet boxing scene, man. And that's what happened with a lot of these, companies. See, Top Rank mainly wasn't really fucking with them like that. The PBC was big on it, man. And it blew up and backfired in their face, man. The PBC was flying all, like, in the beginning, all the content creators that now that you see, that ain't really popping like that no more. That's why the PBC had the YouTube game on Smash at one point. At one point, they had the game on Smash. Top Rank and Matchroom wasn't really shit because the PBC controlled the YouTube narrative. Look, still to this day they do somewhat because all the people that were programmed to think a certain way about Al Heyman and the PBC, they still programmed to believe that. But look, if they really know, if they follow the coin, if they follow the transition, they know them days is over with, man. Them days is over with, man. The new Al Heyman is Turki Al-Sheikh, man. Turki Al-Sheikh is the new Al Heyman. He got all the money. He has all the paper on the low, yo. That's why he's calling the shots. Y'all know that, right? Yo, Turki Al-Sheikh is the one calling the shots, man. Because he got the money. He got like remember how Al Heyman had the hedge fund, the $1 billion hedge fund? He was calling all the shots. That's how Turki got it right now. But to me, Turki shit is like, it's alright, man. I ain't really like sold on it, man. Like, if you look at Riyadh season. The best thing about what he does to me, the turkey does, is his marketing. Like whenever he does an event, right? Like say, what's an event that they did? Oh, the final, the Usyk, the motherfucking Usyk, Tyson Fury, like the computer graphics and design and shit and all that shit he was doing. Yeah, he's killing it with that shit, man. He's killing it. That's because they got that big bag, man. When you got that big bag and you can throw it around like that, you're gonna kill the game. Is this my block right here I'm looking for? Yes, it is. I'll let the walkers go by. Damn, it's a lot of shit over here. Are they turning? Oh, man. Let them go by. A lot of dust over here, y'all. The dust. But how my boy Amani looking? How is Amani looking, man? Amani looking good, right? Amani looking real good, right? He's coming along. See, it's all about development. Certain fighters develop slower than others, man. Right? I'll give him about another good month or two, right? Once he starts working with Joe more, because that was Joe's first time doing pads in almost 2 years. The master of the mitts is back, man. They did 5 rounds last night, man. Matter of fact, let me get Joe on the phone. Let me work on my interview skills real quick, man. Hopefully he could. Yeah, look. Real boxing for y'all, man, right here. This is real boxing right now. I'm gonna get Joe on the phone. Just to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, he ain't answered, man. Let me try one more time, man. That way I can even tighten the show up for y'all right now. Damn it, Joe. He'll call back, man. You see, I was on a decent. This is a decent secluded area. It's a lot of shit out here, but it's secluded. I could have did a phone in an interview, right? But he'll call back. I'll probably be long gone out of this goddamn area, man. Yeah, did y'all see my comment? Oh, I'm gonna post it, man. I told you it's not about the views, man. It's who views, man. I got a Hall of Fame legend commenting on my work, man. Did y'all see that? Yeah, y'all seen it. So I think that video got crazy views, so y'all seen that. I keep telling y'all, man. not about how many's watching. It's about who's watching, man. Because most of y'all link up in cliques. And everybody that's in that clique or that group, y'all all the same nasty sandwich, man. Y'all all the same jealous sandwich. So y'all not really growing, man. Now, if you got 100 niggas in a group and all 100 y'all niggas is crabs, all you doing is pulling each other down, right? Now, if I got one, like remember when I pulled up on my guy and he had the Lamborghini? That's all I need is one guy like that, man. If I had one guy like that watching me, and they constantly seeing me build, and then when I go to him with my portfolio, and I be like, yo, listen, man, I need this, I need that. You see me doing this, you see me doing that. I know you can match my capital, and we can go in together, and we can turn it into this. Those are the people that I deal with. I don't want to deal with jealous men. I don't want to deal with people that think, oh, yo, he's going on at this time. Yo, we're all going together and drown him out. Like, nigga, you drowning yourself out, man. Because at the end of the day, you sitting around stagnated. What are you actually doing? What are you doing? All y'all niggas combined, y'all resources is limited. Limited. They have no resources. Alright. I'll knock this joint out right here. Pop Energy just sent me something else, man. That's my God, man. Let me see what he sent me. You want to know the hardest one of the hardest Jay-Z verses? I think it's from the Dynasty. Right, that's the Dynasty album. But he'd be like, bah, 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 bah. That's the Dynasty, right? But he'd be like, no hero, no father figure. You got a part in a nigga. That's the Dynasty, right? Yeah, I remember 2 years ago when I first made Grade, right? They had me doing this area over here, and I fucked the machine up, right? Yeah, I know this lady that lives over here, man. She used to live in the projects, right? A long time ago when we was all kids, and they made it out. They own a home and everything over here. Her and her husband. Yeah, she cursed me out, right? Well, she didn't curse me out. She told the other guy, right? Because I didn't even realize, right? I had jammed the machine up, right? It was 2 years ago. I just made. And y'all hear me talk about that a lot too. Like, if the shit is mad heavy, you gotta take it off in sections. Like, you can't just jump all in it, right? So I had jumped all in the shit, and I had sheen up. But then I was going up and down the blocks. Y'all made the wildest mess. Right, I had the whole area just looking crazy. Because all I was doing was leaving a track, a big track, a mess, right? And yeah, the lady, she knows me, man, because I grew up around her in the project. And she was like, she told the other guy, one of my coworkers, and she was like, I seen it was Shalom. She was like, it was Shalom. He made a fucking complete mess over here. Does he know what the fuck he's doing? Yeah, she killed me, right? Yeah, I didn't even realize that I was doing that shit, right? So then my man came in the yard. Yeah, he tried to throw me under the bus too, right? Because that's how they, like, when you first, I was new in the position, so I guess, you know, they try to make you be the butt of the joke and shit. But I learned, man. Trial and error, man. Trial and error. But yeah, she was tight, man. I fucked her block up, man. That's why y'all be hearing me do my tutorials like, nah. If it's mad shit, look, not right now. I don't like this area over here. You're gonna hear me backing down a lot. It's mad dead ends. You know, the dead ends, you gotta back down, man. So bear with me, y'all. It's mad dead ends over here. You gotta back down the dead ends. If you know, you know. That's how I was trying to do the phone interview with Joe Dini, man. Cause I could do it right now over here, man. I'm gonna be over here for a little bit, man. There's a lot going on over here. With these backing downs of these roads, man. I like the courts better, man. Cause you know on the courts, right? You can turn around, but when it's a real dead end, you gotta back down like I just did. I got 3 more to back down like that, yeah. You know we used to suck? At least these is automatics, man. You gotta back down in the stick shift. And like what happened just right now, a car comes out or something and fucks you up, then you gotta reposition. That shit sucks, man. In a stick shift. Oh, here we go. Yep. Yeah, you on the podcast. People wanted to talk to you, man. I got a couple questions here. I got a couple questions. So, they were admiring your work, the MIT work yesterday. My cousin, the legend, Hall of Famer, Willie McGirt said, "Good job, great work, looking sharp." Now I was telling the people, you was off for 2 years. 2 years. You came right back out the gate looking sharp. Now, the reason why I said you was able to look sharp like that is because you are elite. You are elite. You're one of the best. So anytime you are one of the best, it's just like jumping back on a bike. You don't forget how to ride a bike. But let the people know, man.
Well, I was off for 2 years.
Yeah.
I was in a bad accident.
Yeah.
But but I just tried it out again.
Yeah.
I thought I was never gonna be able to do this again, but
Yeah.
fortunately my doctor said you should try it. So first time tried it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I was trying to get the reaction from you last night, but you was in fight mode. I know how you get. When you do the mitts, you get in the fight mode. And you was in fight mode. You said you wasn't, but you was. I know you was.
No, I wasn't really in fight mode. I was just I just like I said, I just did it. I wasn't I'm not in shape. I just did it for 5 rounds.
Yeah.
You know, 5 rounds.
Now.
I rather most of the time when I was with Molly, was much more punches
Yeah.
what he was doing yesterday. But I'm gonna try to get it. You gotta get it moving more.
Yeah. Now, Marley, you're referring to $1 Million Marley, the guy that we developed into a 4-time national champion. Is that what you're talking on?
Yes.
Okay. We gotta be clear. I know who you're talking about, but you have to let the listeners know because they need to know the body of work.
Okay.
So you're referring to 4-time national champion Joe Tucker. Okay.
Then I was training his brother too, Jihad Tucker.
Okay, Jihad. Yes. Now you're talking about. Hold on. Let me clear this up again. Let me clear this up because the average person that's going to listen to this is not. They might not know because a lot of these fans are deaf, dumb, and blind. So you're talking about Jihad Tucker that was signed at 17 years old out of high school to Top Rank. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, I am. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. All right. I just want to make it clear about the body of work that we're talking about.
I built him up to perform like a real wrecking machine.
Okay.
So that's my training method.
Okay.
Top level.
Yeah. I just wanted to be clear about that because a lot of these jealous fans that sit online, they have no idea who they be talking to, or the type of people that they're working with, man. So thank you for clarifying that. Now, yesterday, you was working with another young fighter who's not quite there on that level yet, but if he continues to train with you and work with us, do you see him getting there?
I'm trying to get in there, but Jihad is just a different animal.
Yes.
But I'm gonna work with the money and try to turn him into a real fighter.
Okay.
Right now, what you saw, the mid, that wasn't really nothing. I mean, that was just showing him some things.
Yeah.
But
that was baby steps. But
maybe next year, maybe I can turn him into a real wrecking machine, a real monster.
Okay.
Back then when I was training Jihad, he was a monster.
Yeah.
He's not a monster no more.
He's not a monster. Jihad's not a monster no more.
Well, he's a monster, but not what I'm looking for. He's good. I mean, I'm not with him no more, but he's a hell of a fighter, I'll tell you that much.
Yes.
But the money, I'm going to try to turn him into it.
Man.
Not too many people, it's hard to really become a real monster in the game these days.
Let me ask you this, right? Well, the listeners really, I want them to hear this because I already know. I've been there. when guys like James Buddy McGirt, Hall of Famer, two-time world champion, now one of the best trainers in the game, sees your work and comments looking sharp, how does that make you feel?
Oh, that makes you feel real good.
Yeah.
What is the worst of that?
Yeah.
Makes you feel real.
Let me also, I want to pull this up too, for those people listening are going to listen to this. How did it feel in California? I think those mitts you had yesterday, those are the mitts that my cousin gave to you, right, in California?
No, those not good.
But how did that feel that day when he seen you in Cali at the gym and he gave you the mitts? This was when we was getting working Jihad to get signed.
Oh yeah, I was really happy he gave me those mitts.
Yeah.
In my museum at my house.
Yeah, right?
I have a museum in my house.
Okay.
It's
It's Buddy's mitts, okay. So you still have those? You still have those, okay.
I still have them.
All right. Yeah. So this is all good insight. Yeah, this is all good insight for the listeners to hear, because you know you're a real player in this boxing game. You know that, right? You're a real player with stats, man. So when guys see you, they know you. You know, like I said, you sustained an injury that stopped you from turning pro. But a lot of the pros that you competed against were world champions, and they know you.
I knocked them all out.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but majority of them.
Yeah, you hurt a lot of them. You throw mean, hard punches. You see, you got Amani saying that everything hard.
Well, I came up rough, so I'm a very rough person. So man, I've never been in love before.
Yeah. So you did.
That's what I'm about.
So did you take a lot of that into the ring with you? That anger? Is that why you always wanted to hurt people?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think like that no more. It's just back then I was just a warrior.
So you just.
I used to fight everybody. Every day I fought. Every day.
Just like. That's why you get into fight mode. So the people want to know, man. Why do you lash out at me so much when I'm trying to record you?
I don't know. I don't mean to, but you know, I'm just that's just me. No disrespect here.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna do it no more. I'm just gonna continue working on my craft.
Okay.
That's all.
But I want you to explain fight mode. You be in fight mode, man. Explain that. Hey, I talk about it.
I'm gonna tell you. Sometimes it comes and goes. Right now, I really don't. I'm not like I used to be, but you know, I can do some good things out in the ring.
Yes.
I guess you could give a young fighter some things I know in the ring.
Okay.
You know, I'm just a natural fighter.
Yeah, that's why I want you to break down fight mode. I want you to break down fight mode, man. Because people don't understand that.
Fight mode is rough.
Yeah.
Fight mode is rough.
They don't-
Fight mode is
they don't-
where I don't give a damn. If I come back, I come back. If I don't, I don't. It's just time for war.
It's time for war, man. You be like my dog Brownie, man. You be like Brownie, man. If I throw you in the cage and I throw one bone in there, only one person's getting that bone, man. That's fight mode.
Fight mode is rough.
It's rough.
You know?
Yeah.
Fight mode is rough. It's the point of no return. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm an older person, so I really don't think like that anymore.
Yeah.
I know boxing. I know how to train a fight. I know how to make a world champion. I just know.
Elite fighter. That's correct.
I'm a world champion. I just never got the chance to do it.
You won't get a debate from me on that, man. 'Cause you know me, I'm all about. Well, what do I know? I'm all about the experience. You showed it already. I'm not like these guys that sit on the internet and the jealous fans, right? You did it already. We did it. So you're not telling me nothing that I don't know. I just wanted you to put your story out there, because see, a lot of people sit on the internet and they base everything off of what they see on the internet, and they never did nothing or experienced nothing in life. They never developed a fighter. They never been on the top floors at these places. They never flew across the country and did all these things.
I'm gonna tell you this. I fought well over 200 fights. So I didn't make it to the next level, but I fought well over 200 matches.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Yes. That's correct. That is correct.
So I didn't get to the pros, but I fought well over 200 fights.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
You fought against some of the best.
In the ring.
You
in
fought.
the ring.
You fought. You
In the ring,
you
yes.
fought. Oh, you fought with some of the best. Winky Wright, Oscar De La Hoya, Vernon Forrest, all these guys. Sparred Julio Cesar Chavez.
Everybody's like everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody's a fighter. Everybody's a fighter. Doesn't matter who you are.
Yeah.
You know? That's how I look at it. It's a whole lot of good fighters in the street too.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
I mean, I fought over 1 million fights in the street.
Yeah.
So, I'm still here. I don't want to have to tell you the things I've been through, but I had my battle scars, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm still here. Right?
Yeah.
I've been shot in the head. I got hit over the head with a baseball bat. All kinds of things. All kinds of things. Hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Alright? All I can tell you.
Absolutely.
I like the game of boxing. I like the game of boxing, and I'm looking to get what I have in my heart, and somebody wants to receive it.
Yes.
On the box. That's what I think. Any fighter out there looking for a good trainer, I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah. Well, I think you're doing what you're doing, right? And whenever guys like Buddy McGirt notice your work, that says a lot right there.
Yes. And like I said, I didn't do that in 2 years. That was my first time coming back in 2 years, so to me it's kind of rusty. But Buddy McGirt said he liked it. I'm very happy.
Said you was looking sharp.
Told me that.
Yes, he
Yeah,
said
sharp. Thank you very much.
yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Looking real sharp.
Yeah.
And like I said, if you keep working with Amani, I see him turn into something special because he listens. That's the first thing I notice about fighters. Any fighter that I'm gonna work with or I have my eye on, I want to see his connection. Does he listen? When you give him instructions, does it soak in? And that's what I always tell you. When you be lashing out, I'll be like, yo, the people are paying attention. He's listening to you.
Okay, I got you. I would, I see the money sometimes, it's not enough time to work down there, but, we gotta meet up sometime. I gotta talk to him.
Yeah.
I can't just train him. I gotta talk to him. I gotta get in his head.
Yeah.
I gotta show him different things.
Well, he's on his way. He's on his way. We're getting him there, slowly but surely. You can't rush the process. Like when it's, he's not a natural born killer, but we're gonna turn him into a killer. Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna turn him into a refugee.
yeah,
I'm gonna work. I'm gonna show him some good things. Watch.
yeah,
By the end from now, he's gonna be a whole different person.
yeah,
He's a whole different fighter. When he's about 18, 19,
yeah.
he's gonna get taller.
Yes,
He's gonna be bigger.
that's right.
And I'm gonna give him the tools to go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
All right?
And quiet as it's kept, he's already got some powerful people watching him. He's already he's already got some powerful people watching him. So we just developing him right now, and just stay tuned to the journey. Joe Harris Boxing, man.
That's right. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I just wanted to get you on the podcast a little bit so that people can hear you. But it's good for them to hear your voice. Because a lot of times when you're in the gym, you be in fight mode, you be ready to kick ass, and you don't really like to talk in the gym.
Well, I'm here. I'll be working with Monty, and I'm glad you're looking in, liking the content.
Yes.
But it's much more for me to show. I mean,
No, we're not gonna. We don't show everything. We don't show everything. We don't show everything. We just show y'all the process. So when y'all see Amani blow up in 2 years, just know this is what we do over here. This is what we do. This is the factory over here. This is what we do.
that's right.
Fight mode. And it's about to start pouring down raining. It just got real dark out here, man.
So, any more fighters out there who's looking for a trainer, hey, I'm here. Alright?
That's it.
World class fighter. World class trainer. Okay, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'll call you back in a little bit.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
All right, later.
Alright.
That was a live calling from the master of the mix, aka Joe Dini, one of the best in the game. We got some things cooking up. Just stay tuned. No jealous fan zone. Just stay tuned. Why is he? Yo, see, that's the life of a heavy equipment operator. I got a call. I gotta go to another section now, yo. So you don't never. It's always something going on that calls you off of what you're doing. It always calls you off. So now. And it's about to start raining. And it's about to start raining, y'all. It look like it's about to start pouring. Yeah, that was Joe Dini, man. So yeah, just watch the journey. Shout out to all the members. Y'all will really get the first hand indulge of it. Like I said, that video last night, our members only it. I put out a couple shorts, you know. That's just for the channel members, man. The rest of y'all jealous fans don't just watch, man. Y'all will be talking about the views again. Like I said, y'all, we'll do it all over again. And you guys will still be linking up, talking behind the scenes. And we'll be jumping off of planes, going to different cities, different fight cards, turning up even more, man. And what I see in the near future is some of you guys coming to my daughters asking for a job. Asking for a job. You're gonna be asking for a job with my company. Or with their company, I should say, right? And I'm gonna be in the shadows like, nah, I don't think. I'm like, look at that guy's resume. Look at his body of work. I don't think so. We don't need that type in our company. We don't need that type. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what we got going on, y'all. That's what we got going on. Once again, thank you, Joe, for calling in. You know, this is Source Radio, Motion Movement, Motion Talk. No Jealous Fan Zone. Yeah, my man Abdullah Mason. Yeah, you know what Abdullah Mason's joint is called? Appetite for Smoke. That's fire, right? That's his joint. Appetite for Smoke, man. It's kind of cool seeing all these younger fighters, you know, coming into coming out of their shell. But how was the content looking, y'all? If it starts raining too hard, these things taking too much water. But as long as it don't start raining hard, that's why I'm trying to rush over to this spot, man. It got real dark out here, y'all. It got real dark. The rain is coming. But I want to, oh man, it's almost lunchtime too. I'll probably have to do that shit after lunch. Yeah. I'm gonna do that shit after lunch. It's almost lunchtime. See, I got caught up, man. Yeah, I won't even make it over there. post that on YouTube. I gotta post it on YouTube. But if you follow my IG page, yo, Bozy sent me that new WBA belt, man. Yo, Boots is shining, man. You know, one master teacher to another. I told you, right? See, in order to be successful, you gotta acknowledge success, right? That's how I know a lot of these content creators, they was never gonna go nowhere. Because when it came to me, they hated. And I would be laughing. I'd be like, damn, your mentality is trash. Because you don't even acknowledge growth, success, or motion. One thing about real, true successful people, not successful snakes, not successful rats and rodents, successful, righteous, honorable people acknowledge success. They applaud success. So when Bozy sent that to me, I was like, yo, man, success looks good on you. OG, elder, master teacher. It does. And for me, I always viewed the Ennis family like the Marbury family in boxing. Remember how Marbury, he had all his brothers, they were all NBA worthy, but they never made it, right? And then Stephon came, and he broke the cycle. He made it. That's how I look at the Ennis family. If you know, who's got two older brothers, right? They were both talented. One of his brothers is in the Pennsylvania Hall of Fame. They could have been world champions, but they didn't make it. Boots broke the cycle, man. Boots is a unified champion, man. So shout out to them, man. And I just be looking at like, yo, see, you gotta find the champions in your neighborhood, man. Find the champions around your way. Instead of coming online and there's a champion right down the block from me. Heard what Joe said about Amani. There were champions right underneath your noses, but you're so caught up into, you know, sitting on the internet. There's a world champion right in front of you, man. I told one of these jealous fan ass niggas, right? I was like, yo, you wanna do something? Find a fighter, man. Find a fighter. But they too busy just sitting on the internet trying to ride a wave. Most niggas that sit on the internet and don't do nothing in life, two categories. They either a real fan supporter or they a jealous fan supporter. They either gonna support the wave or try to ride the wave or try to stop the wave. One of the three. One of the three. And the boxing community, respectfully, there's too many niggas that try to ride waves and stop waves instead of making a wave. And one thing about that is the ones that's making their wave, they hate on them. I watched it with Bud Crawford. Yo, Bud Crawford made his wave. Earl Spence, right? They rode Earl Spence's wave to Crashed Out. And they made it crash out because they brought all that dirty, stinking energy on the Earl Spence wave. And what happened? They crashed. They crashed out. I seen it coming, man. God showed it to me. He showed it to me. That's why he removed me from that situation. I didn't understand at the time, right? I did not understand. But he revealed it to me. And these niggas are setting up sandbags. fuck is going on over here? The Source Experience, y'all. I'm gonna just get over here by the job site, man. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna get to the area and then take lunch. Knock the shit out. And then come back and jump on the mains, man. Did it. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what they do though, Malik. He said I'm not into arguing with other men. That's what the YouTube boxing community consists of, man. I'm trying to rebrand my channel, man. It's hard, man. That's the hardest part, man. Right? Because a lot of niggas know me for boxing, man. Yo, if I could do it all over, yo. The shit that I know about YouTube boxing, YouTube now, I would have never even made a boxing channel, man. I wouldn't have. I would have did a food channel, straight up and down. I would have did a food channel, because what I noticed about the food channels, just mad other different channels. They're way more receptive. Like, the boxing channels, yo, these niggas is, yo, most of the boxing dudes, they're jealous fans, man. And then, like, the media guys, they be in competition. Like, they don't even, yo, it's pointless, man. Like, niggas be thinking, like, yo, if they like your content or whatever, yo, they don't even know how to get to their bags right, man. They just don't, man. 'Cause a lot, like I said, a lot of the dudes in boxing, they sell their soul, man. They will sell their soul. I made it to my location, man. I'm about to just chill. I'm about to just chill for lunch. Yeah, if the Knicks won the title, everybody's talking about that shit. Brunson will be an all-time. I think he's already on his way to doing it, but they won the title, man. He's up there, man. He's up there. I'm about to get out and do some leg lunges real quick, y'all. Yo, y'all, that's what I do. You see how I get out the truck and move around? Or the truck, the machine, and move around a little bit? Got to, man. Got to. Gotta do that, man. It's important. That shit is important. Let me check something. Oh, that's the wrong. No. I didn't get to see what that was. That page must be private, yo. I think it's private. Yeah, you know what? Who wants to jump on StreamYard, man? I'm gonna go on StreamYard.